Ruth, I was just thinking.
Yes.
Do you think that idioms and phrases can actually turn a table when a candidate is speaking in OET? I guess so, like OET Divana speaking subtest. I think you've heard about it, right?
I did, but I'm not quite sure about it.
You're not quite sure about it, but don't you think that if candidates are using a lot of idioms and phrases in a proper sentence construction, it would be much better for them to score a higher grade?
It would be, but I don't think so. Students are using.
They aren't using, isn't
Yes.
it? So what are the ways that we can let them use idioms and phrases? Anyhow, I'm having a couple of them in my mind, but just leave the topic. But
Yes.
are you surfing?
I am surfing about some idioms.
Oh, please don't tell me you're going to start with that again. You are?
Yes, I
You're
am.
going to speak about idioms?
Yeah.
So why don't we make a video about idioms?
Yes.
We will, right? Alright guys, so this is once again Jacob John and Ruth from Tiju Sir Academy, and today we are going to speak a little bit about idioms and phrases and their importance in OET to minus speaking subtest.
So Jacob, the first one I would say is a pain in the neck, which means a person who is annoying is said to be pain in the neck.
Of course, it's a wonderful idiom. You know, students can use it. For instance, when you're speaking to a patient and the patient is having an issue with another patient in a ward, you are trying to comfort them. You can say that, all right, James, all right, John, I can totally understand that this particular situation is a pain in the neck. I think that's good, right?
Yes,
of course,
it is.
It's a wonderful way. Thank you so much. Anything else?
Yes, there is. Another one will be fresh as a daisy, which
Fresh
means
as a daisy. It's
feeling
one
fresh.
of my favorites, exactly.
Yes.
Good morning, James. How are you doing? You look fresh as a daisy. I hope everything is going well. It's so cool.
okay, and next one will be bitter pill to swallow.
Wonderful. That's another one that always comes in handy. Whenever you're speaking to a patient regarding taking decision for a surgery or getting admitted in a hospital against the will of that particular person, you can say that, of course, James, I can understand it's a bitter pill to swallow, but still it would be better if you consider it, isn't it?
Yes. Okay, let me search for the next
Go,
one.
go.
I would say take a turn for the worse,
Take a turn for the worse. Would you like to elaborate it a little to the audience?
which means to get worse often suddenly.
Okay, all right. Taken to the worst in the sense like whenever again you're speaking to a patient or a carer or a relative, you can counteract this particular conversation by saying that if you don't agree or if it is a difficulty for you to agree this particular circumstance, whatever it might be, it could taken for the worse or it could taken for something that is not at all of the moment.
Okay.
I hope you got it right.
Can you just repeat the sentence for me because I didn't get it?
Yes, if a patient is not agreeing for a particular task, or if the bystander or the relative or carer, caregiver, sibling, whoever is related to the patient is not agreeing for a particular circumstances, whether it be a surgery or whether it be like leaving the hospital against the doctor's advice, and the patient should be in the hospital. James, I would like you to understand, if you do not follow the instructions told by the doctor, it could taken for the worse or it could taken a bad toll on you. One way or the other, you can use that as well.
Okay, I got it. Okay, then
Oh, great.
one more.
Oh.
Let me just give you one more.
Okay, go ahead.
Next one is a bag of bones.
Bag of bones?
Yes.
Don't tell me it has something to do with malnourishment.
Yes, to be very thin.
Exactly. James, if you are going like this without having breakfast or proper food at times, in no time you will turn into a bag of bones. I meant it in the most beautiful and possible way. I hope you understood, right?
I did, but isn't it rude that you're saying to
It
someone?
won't be rude if you are maintaining the proper tone and intonation with the patient and having a friendly gesture with a smile. Non-verbal gesture, of course, take into consideration, right?
Yes.
So guys, these were a couple of idioms that we were just discussing, and I hope that these idioms are going to be in handy. Whenever you get an opportunity to speak, use idioms, use phrases. In such a way, you also can be fresh like a daisy, right? Yes, of course. Thank you so much for staying tuned with this particular video.